Watch out for the Red Scare. Communists are secretly spying on America because they want to take over the world. The number of communist countries is rising because of the domino effect, and this is entirely the Soviet Union's fault. So beware of someone who you think cares about you, but actually could want to infect you with communism. The Red Scare is like a disease, and if it does infect you, say goodbye to your life. It's hard to find a communist in America, especially since we're all human. But have no fear, because there's always a way to spot one. First, if a person is wearing red and likes red things, they're most likely a communist spying on you. Second, if the person doesn't have the same ideology as the government, automatic communist. Lastly, if the person is doing any suspicious actions, report them immediately. Tell the HUAC, the House of Un-American Activities Committee, everything you know. But if you feel like you have no one to trust, there's only one person, Senator McCarthy. He's the one communist hero in America, and he works hard to expose these villains. The reason why communists in America is bad is because it could spoil the U.S. plans of attack and also help in attacking on the U.S. The Soviet Union is rumored to have weapons of mass destruction. They could unleash larger atomic bombs than the ones dropped in Japan, or even worse, they could release them from space. It is necessary to protect our friends and family in a suspenseful time like this, especially from nuclear war. So always remember, communists are bad no matter what.
The fear of nuclear war is a nationwide outbreak that causes anxiety in everyone. For generations, the question of nuclear war has gradually been rising. Even though that huge mushroom cloud can cause devastating long-term effects and change life on Earth as we know it, there's nothing to fear. Plenty of people have the same fear. In fact, it can be clinically diagnosed as nucleomytophobia. The U.S. originally created the atomic bomb to show its amazing force and hoped this would prevent other nations from using nuclear weapons, and therefore ending in world peace. However, by creating the bomb and unleashing its effectiveness, it only caused fear to fester. A public safety campaign was launched, and it proves we've got everything under control. If a bomb ever was to come, all we have to do is duck and cover. Just duck and cover. Some people have even considered creating bomb shelters. Millions of dollars have been set towards bomb shelters, and you can even make one yourself.
All you have to do is get in your basement and lock the door. It'd be a good idea to keep some food and water because you never know how long you could be in there. It's hard watching our enemies create weapons that could one day be used against us. It's okay because we have just as many we could use against them. Believe it or not, nuclear fear has actually been beneficial in some ways. Fear of the Soviets' dominations has pushed the U.S. to create more weapons and enter us into the Cold War. The Cold War led to faster advancements in technology and even allowed us to put a man on the moon. In the end, nuclear fear is natural and can affect everyone. Just remember to
Duck and cover.
Mutual Assured Destruction, or MAD, is a doctrine of military strategy and a national security policy in which a full-scale use of weapons or mass destruction by two or more opposing sides would cause complete annihilation of both the attacker and the defender. The expected result is assured destruction. This is often referred as nuclear deterrence. Nuclear war can best be prevented if neither side can expect to survive a full-scale nuclear exchange as a functioning state. The payoff of the MAD doctrine is expected to be a tense but stable global peace.
But if nuclear war was to happen, the world would never be the same. The skies would never be blue, everything would be in ruins, and daily life would be lived in fear. Everyone would suffer from the radiation poisoning and die a horrible death. The U.S. would never recover, and the effects would be both short and long term. After the original flash, millions would either die or survive, but live a miserable life. Those who continue to live would have to deal with brain damage and toxic poisoning. Any attempt of reproducing would likely end in birth defects that could destroy future generations. But you can help prevent this by stopping the spread of communism and suspending the creation of nuclear weapons.